morning, cyber traders. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope everyone is all excited. Weekend coming up. It's going to be 70 degrees. Hopefully, it's going to affect some of the stocks. I'm looking forward to getting done today early. Maybe go wash my car. Maybe go check out some of my garlic is growing shockingly in October. A lot of really fun, interesting stuff that's going on. I tell you, I kind of like global warming. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, but here in New York, that's feeling pretty good. But you know what? There's a lot of good stocks that are moving. Hopefully, you heard the news what happened with Boeing. Listen, I'm going to tell you how to trade that Boeing trade, and it's going to be probably could be a really good options trade and a good swing trade. We're going to check that out. But we're also getting a couple of very inexpensive stocks that are running too. We got this WIMI, we got this APM here, CCTG, Sones is moving up again. I mean, like, there's a lot of good things that are going on in the market. So looking, pretty excited. Once again, we got pretty much done with earnings, and earnings was just a fun day, just in general. Just a lot of things going on with earnings, with so many stocks that are moving. But now that you're seeing coming in here that once earnings season's over, it's not always over. We don't have as much action, but we are still getting some nice moving stocks. So basically what we're going to do is before we get started, I want to just remind everyone that we're going to we're today's event. We have the boot camp. That is the last lesson. So if you're one of the people that are coming here and taking it for free and everything else, that is going to start at 10 a.m. Okay, so within the hour, I know where the market's going to be pretty volatile. We just posted up there the link. And I'll also post it up in here in the other chat room, and on social media. So you guys could see that. So that is going to be at 10 a.m. I know I said it was 11 yesterday. I made a mistake. It was 10 a.m. And we want to get it in the most volatile time. So, just please click on that link. If you missed any of the other ones, phase 1 and 2, no problem. It's being recorded. You can go back and review it. But this is where we're just going to do some live trading, take everything we've learned and put it to the test. All right. So anyway, let's talk about what happened yesterday, because there was some really, really nice stocks that did make some big moves. So Soons is doing really, really, really well. It's been a fabulous swing trade. It has some good options on it. Soons is just literally blowing out of the water right here. And it's breaking a 52-week high. You got to go back almost 2 years to kind of see where resistance levels are. And you could see that going back in 2022, you do have resistance levels there. It broke this really big one here right around this 875, which you could see it right there. And not only that, but when we look at level 3 and level 4, you see a lot of that going on too. You saw those big iceberg orders there, and we talked about a lot of that in those workshops, that boot camp that I did. And remember, I'm really, really, really trying to plug the level 3 and the level 4 into all of you, because it is so important to start focusing on the future orders and not focusing on the past orders. And that's where everyone kind of is making a lot of their mistakes. Now, I have remember I told you I got a bunch of videos coming out. I got a lot of great shorts that just got finished. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you're on our YouTube channel, our Instagram, our TikTok, whatever you're a fan of. But I got some really good examples, of some really nice level 3 screenshots. So make sure you get to those. And please make sure you like them, share them, please share them, and leave a comment. Leave a comment. It's always nice to see, because I answer them all back. All right. Now, a couple other stocks that are also that we traded yesterday that did pretty well was the CXAI. And it's funny, but these AI stocks, it's like they go up and they come down. And it's not like a consistency of a bunch of them moving. There's always just one or two that go up and they come down. So there's always there's another one here. There's basically 3 of them that we have on the list. I traded yesterday. But listen, AI, we know, is not going anywhere. I think I heard something about it overseas. I think it was at London or something. They were trying to put some regulations on AI. I tell you, it's really scary what AI is doing. And the more I keep shopping around, if it's for plane tickets or traveling or food, whatever it is, AI definitely has a lot that's involved in there. And it's, but some of these stocks are really benefiting from it. There's another stock that's obviously moving too. Again, this was another one that had a good move yesterday, and I'm putting it back on the watch list, is BBAI. Now, BBAI, we'll get back to it, but stocks have become swing day trades. How it's so funny how they become a swing trade. But you could see here that this stock also, big slingshot, came back down. Big slingshot came back down. So this one's moving up again, and it's starting to fill up a little gap over here. But BBAI is nice. It's comfortable. It's got nice spread. Remember, students of mine, if you're in the phase one class, you know how we always talk about the 3 T's. And that first T is tradable. That's half the people that fail by not knowing if the stock is tradable or not. And, this stock is obviously done very well. GXAI was a nice little pop earlier, and it came back down. That was an early morning runner up that ran from like 7 to 16. That was pretty cool. We're gonna hop on the BA trade. I want to talk about that next when we start going through the watch list. And then we had this LUV, Southwest Airlines. That stock just got crushed. By the way, anyone who flies Southwest Airlines? I don't. I mean, I'm not a fan of Southwest. I mean, I can't get waiting online, not having my ticket, and just whatever. I mean, I just stick with Delta. I stick with the big names. They've done really well. I'm a little nervous. I'm actually going to Canada for September, which I know we have a lot of Canadians in here. The Money Show, I just did a deal where I might be doing a Traders Challenge. Okay. I haven't done a Traders Challenge in about several years. And and now they're trying to find someone that can compete against me. I'm 12-time champion. I never, ever lost the Traders Challenge. Actually, I lost once. And I went back and I tied him. I beat him. I beat the second person. So anyway, I'll be back. Though, Andrea, I'm going to be there. I'll just let you know, Andrea, it's the Money Show is on the September 13th and 14th. Okay. So I'm going to be there I'll be there for that week. I think I don't know why they do it that weekend, but that's the weekend of the film festival up there, which I know is pretty cool up there. So, but anyway, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to look to do it's in Toronto. It's in Toronto, Brian. Okay. Been doing it I've been up there for a long time. I know we have a lot of Canadians that are students of ours here, and it's always nice to see you guys there. But I just did the deal yesterday, so look forward to seeing you all there too. Anyway, let's get back to the market. How did I get into that? Well, because I'm flying United, and I'm a little concerned about United because I had to look at the planes. I want to make sure I'm not flying the Max jet of Boeing, and that's the reason why I'm bringing it up. So let me just talk about Boeing really quick. Andre, there you go. Andre's been a student of mine. It's been 13 years already. My God, Andre, it's crazy. It's been that long. Wow. 13 years. Wow. Incredible. Well, make sure you got a nice package for me. You'll have to mail it to me. I'll bring it with me next time. All right. Anyway, let's go through some shopping. Let's see what's going on. Let's talk about the BA trade, because Boeing, obviously, another emergency landing they had yesterday. I mean, listen, when it rains, it pours. They're having some really, really bad stuff that's going on with their Boeing. And you know what? If you look at the chart right here, Boeing is testing it's getting close to that big support levels. It's got support levels right around here, around the 182, but you have something around 176. This is a pivotal price for the stock. Okay. Because when I go back, you could see there's big resistance levels right around here, around this 173. So, it's within that range. That's pretty much where you're at with that stock right there. So the best thing to do is this. Let the bad news keep coming out. Let it keep coming out. And it's going to get worse probably because people, you heard about the guy that got killed that was supposed to testify against Boeing about how they weren't, their safety, they kind of blew it off and stuff like that. So it started right around here, around this 260. But anyway, it was a great short. It could be a good buy. It could be a good buy soon. Because remember, Boeing does a lot of stuff. Remember, they build military stuff. Boeing, they're building the new Air Force One, for the president. President Trump cut a deal with them, and they're building a new Air Force that they're replacing the 747. It should be coming out soon, by the way, I think. But anyway, these are all the things Boeing also does. But that Max jet could be a real major problem for them. But anyway, Boeing's going back on the watch list, and it could also become a good swing trade. I'm probably going to do a quick video on that too. We have the swing trades also with Eli Lilly's doing pretty well. Nuvo's doing pretty well. Nuvo, I don't know if I told you this, but if you guys looked at the news on that, they said that now that Wegovy, that weight loss drug, is now good for heart disease. They said they're starting to pitch it. They're starting to, got FDA approval for heart disease. I don't know what that actually means. Anybody losing weight is good, So I know it's good for high blood pressure people. It's good for heart disease. Why not? Being overweight is not good for anything, right? Diabetes, everything. So they got FDA approval on it. That worked out pretty well. Actually, it was a couple of, I think it was like last week they came out with the news. It was on Friday. So all those stocks on a swing trade are doing pretty well too. Going through the watch list. Let's go through the watch list and see what is going on here. Let me change here and bring up the book viewer too. And where is my, there we are, right there. Oops, there we go. There we go. So we got this, we got the nice little pretty book viewer here. And we're going to see where the orders are hiding. I didn't get always forget to do this. Got to put my limits in here. Filters. All right. So we got this stock. What was the one we were saying? APM. Okay. So APM right there had a really nice move. It's not up. Listen, we usually find stocks up 100%. It's up about 32%. Not that many orders out there on the NASDAQ, but on the New York, actually, kind of makes sense. There's really no one out there, okay? There were orders out here earlier. You can see here in level 4, which we talked about in the boot camp yesterday, which we're going to spend more time talking about it today at 10 a.m. Once again, make sure you guys subscribe to that, and I'll see you there at 10 o'clock this morning. An hour from now, we're going to talk about 45 minutes. But you can see there's no orders. There's a 6,000 share seller. So we're going to put this on the B list. Okay, it's going to go on the B list, not on our A list of the day trading list. So even though it's the biggest percentage gainer, I'm not super sold on it. CCTG, another one right here. I'm not too crazy about this one. Not that many orders out there on this one too. It's kind of flat. I mean, you got a lot more sellers than buyers. I'm putting this on the B list. Hopefully it doesn't fall over to the C list. Here, I wasn't too crazy about this one. Very spotty in pre-market. This one looked pretty good, though. This one I kind of liked so far. Probably the best so far. WIMI. As iceberg orders go, I don't really see too much. WIMI. I don't see too many iceberg orders on this one. No real 5-digit numbers. No, like, well, he's 11,000 share buyer here at 110. I mean, that's not great. 8 million shares, but it's going up nice and slow. It's a level 1 stock. It looks like you can get in and out of it. It's the second biggest volume leader you can see here on the top right-hand corner next to Soons, which is another one. Actually, that one's where we already know about that stock right there, Soons. Any orders out there? There's a big order out there that I see there at 1050. Soons right there. Is he still out here? 1050. You can't see him over here. A lot of orders out there. I got to go a little bit further. Yeah, there you go. 1050. See him for 30,000 down here at the bottom. I had to change it. Give you a little bit more depth. Remember, there's a lot of orders out there in the world. Okay, so just don't ever think like why are you going all the way down there? Well, listen, there's an order almost at every penny. But sometimes when you aggregate them, if I unaggregate them, look what it looks like. Does that look crazy? I mean, that's really hard to kind of read, right? So that's why we aggregate the orders. Anyway, that one we already know about. Oh, ho, ho. We've got about that one, right? Ho's moving again. Holo, HOLO. Remember about Holo? We talked about this yesterday. It is very, very volatile stock. Let me bring up yesterday's chart. Remember we looked at it yesterday at 550, went all the way up to about 7. It's moving again. For some of you here for the first time, you remember we traded the stock just not too long ago. This stock ran from $3 to almost $100. Okay. I'm going to put this on the B list. You know why? It's very, very fast. Very, very fast. It's very volatile. Some of you might think like, oh, I can afford it. It's only $7. No, you don't understand. This thing moves in like 50-cent intervals, dollar intervals. Start getting a little crazy. So if you are one of the traders out here, just remember, you don't have to trade a lot of it. You could just trade small shares of it. Pixie's getting crushed right here. This one was also a pretty nice stock. This was a nice little mover stock. Good volume. I'll put this on the B list. PIXY. Kind of like it. 2 million shares. Decent volume. PIXY. What do we got over here? Not really that many big orders. 7,000. Not too much there. All right. A couple of this stock is getting crushed. Crushed. SPRB. Oh my God. Talking about getting hammered. I mean, someone got caught holding the bag on this one, right? SPRB, pharmaceutical stock, you know. But you know what? We are getting some orders in here, holding here really strong. You could see what happened yesterday. It kind of held some support levels right around here, about $1. I'm seeing a lot of orders right here around just right close to the dollar range. You see it right down there. So we could get a good dead cat bounce on this one, but we know, be very careful of the pharmaceuticals because they don't come back. We might get a little bit of a push on it, but as of right now, you can see it's getting close to those big buyers out there. Let's see how that works out. Momo, we traded the stock a long time ago too. This one's on a downtrend. I remember we traded that a few times. New York Stock Exchange, BBAI. We already know about that. That's already on the watch list. Lace, there's another one that's moving too. I saw this one earlier, and not that many iceberg orders out there. Again, I want to just bring that up. I like the swing trade on it. The stock was $20, got really crushed. It's been actually moving up pretty well. That one's up. We probably won't get too many orders here because being a New York stock. Yeah, you get a lot more buyers than sellers. 20,000 versus 12,000. Lace is not that bad. LAC. And anything else on New York? No, that pretty much does it. So United's getting crushed. All right. What did I say about United? Anybody remember I was talking about United yesterday? What was I mentioning? Everybody remember? Boeing, right? Remember that? So Boeing, whatchamacallit? UAA. Put that in there. That one's getting, no, I'm sorry. Wrong UA. I'm sorry. Got the wrong UA. That's Under Armour. Under Armour. UAA. Under Armour not doing too well. Who buys Under Armour anymore? I mean, they're not doing too well, but that stock, as you could see long term, that thing got crushed. So there are two stocks. There's UA and there's UAA. So you could trade both of them. All right. So I'd probably stay away from UA. It's got good support levels, but what does it look like what happened yesterday on it? Yeah, it was earnings announcements. That's what it was. You could see it right there. All right, guys, let's get ready for the market over. My God, time is flying. Holy crap. I didn't realize we're already almost 10 minutes. So I got to get ready for the 10 a.m. meeting. Once again, the link is up there on the screen. If you are watching on social media, if you take your phone, you could scan that little QR code on the top left-hand corner. So you can click the link, or you could just do that. And if you miss today's, you get the recording, or you come and join us next week because we're live. We do the event every week. Traders, you got Josh, you got Alex, you got Rich, you got John, you got everyone in there. All the other instructors are in there. They're going to be working with you. I'm going to get ready for this 10 a.m. meeting and for our last phase of the boot camp for the free event that I'm going to do. And then just remember, I'll post this up on our social media, all these stocks that we got. Just trade very safe. All right, everybody. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. If I don't see it, we'll see you in about 10 minutes.